Dateline, August 22, 2054. Thought police crackdown on thought crime, Orwellian nightmare. By Penny Blunt, Mirth Matters news correspondent. London, UK. In a chilling development straight out of a George Orwell novel, the British government has implemented a sweeping new programme to monitor and punish its citizens for thought crime. Under the Compulsory Cooperative Compliance Act, signed into law last month, all residents of the United Kingdom are now required to undergo regular brain scans to ensure their thoughts and beliefs align with approved state doctrine. The safety and security of the British people, our top priority, Prime Minister Victoria Hawthorne stated in a televised address. Unchecked wrongthink poses a grave threat to the stability of our society, and we simply cannot afford to allow such dangerous ideologies to spread. Those deemed guilty of thought crime face harsh penalties, including lengthy prison sentences, mandatory re-education, and in extreme cases, permanent cognitive adjustments. It's positively Orwellian, says civil liberties advocate Nigel Pemberton. The government is literally trying to control what people are allowed to think. This is a blatant violation of our most basic human rights. But the thought police, as they've been dubbed by the public, show no signs of relenting. In the first month alone, tens of thousands of citizens have been arrested and rehabilitated for offences ranging from expressing dissent against the ruling party to harbouring unpatriotic views. Among them is 42-year-old London resident Emily Blackwood, a university professor whose crime was daring to assign her students George Orwell's dystopian classic, 1984. I was just trying to encourage critical thinking and promote awareness of the dangers of authoritarianism, Emily says from behind the bars of her prison cell. I had no idea I was actually committing the very thought crime I was teaching about. Emily's horrifying ordeal began when one of her students reported her to the authorities after a mandatory brain scan revealed subversive neural patterns. They showed up at my door in the middle of the night, armed to the teeth, she recounts, visibly shaken. I was dragged from my home, interrogated 4 hours, and now I'm facing 5 years in a re-education camp simply for doing my job. Tragically, Emily's story is far from unique. Across the UK, families are being torn apart, careers are being destroyed, and the basic freedoms that Britons have long taken for granted are rapidly eroding. This is the most chilling assault on civil liberties I've seen in my lifetime, laments human rights lawyer Samantha Westbrook. The thought police are turning our country into a dystopian nightmare, and no one seems willing or able to stop them. Indeed, any attempts to resist the government's Orwellian agenda have been swiftly and ruthlessly crushed. Protesters who dare to take to the streets are met with overwhelming force, while journalists who dare to report critically on the regime silenced through intimidation and outright censorship. It's a complete and total loss of control, says Nigel Pemberton, the civil liberties advocate. We've become a nation of prisoners in our own minds, afraid to even think the wrong thoughts for fear of being hauled off to the gulag. And with elections looming, many fear that the current administration's grip on power will only tighten in the months ahead. They're doing everything in their power to ensure that no one will be able to challenge their authority, Samantha Westbrook warns. Free thought, free speech, free elections, it's all being systematically dismantled right before our eyes. As the UK descends deeper into this nightmarish reality, the question on everyone's mind is a simple yet chilling one. How much longer can this go on before the last vestiges of democracy are snuffed out for good? And what are we to think for the future?